Good morning all. Welcome to your English 2 class. We'll be revising today the poem John Brown written by Bob Dylan. As we know, we have already learned the poem with all the verses explained in a detailed manner. But since we know we are having our half-yearly examination very soon, before that we all need a revision test. And before we go for the revision test, I think the summary of the whole poem will be really beneficial for you. So let us begin. We will start with John Brown. John Brown is written by Bob Dylan, as we know. This Bob Dylan, he actually was born on 24th May 1941 in Minnesota, US. He was a very eminent singer, songwriter, producer and composer, and especially he has one of the influential figures in folk, blues, rock and roll, then country blues, gospels, etc. And this poem also deals with a very remarkable theme and is very important for all the readers to know it, to learn it, and to feel every beats that are there hidden under every verses. So we will just discuss the theme once. As we know, John Brown is an anti-war lyric, and that highlights basically the toll war takes on young men. Okay, and the themes of the lyric are knowing the suffering of the soldiers who are there in the battlefield, struggling to save their own country from the enemy. And the thing is, they are not at all very happy being at that place. Rather, they are struggling every moment just to save themselves, just to save their country. So this struggle is undaunted. This struggle is beyond explainable, right? So actually this wars have nothing good to portray or to convey to us, but the destruction this war actually caused to the society, to the mankind, that cannot be afterwards this cannot be settled down, because whatever is done cannot be undone. And after reading the poem, we will find out, is there any purpose of having such war which causes nothing but utter annihilation to all the lives? So let us discuss this once again. Summary. What is the summary? John Brown, as we know, written by Bob Dylan, is an anti-war lyric, right? So it is a lyric which questions the nature and procedures of mankind. Throughout the lyrics, Bob Dylan has pointed out how prestigious and rewarding it might be being soldiers and conveying their lives in the battlefield without thinking of anybody, without thinking of the harm, the problem, the consequences it might compel them to face after this war is over. No, this war has been portrayed as something very romantic, and as I told you, it's very prestigious and rewarding at the end of this whole event ends. So and obviously this is something to take great pride of. The leader, by reading the lyric, realizes that military involves unusual amounts of hard work and patriotism towards the country in order to felicitate soldiers with the glorious medals, right? So which are no more the mementos of the bravery and their experiences during the war. All civilians in reality might find war to be as painful as it actually is until they have a military background or soldiers themselves. The motive of the lyric is to make realize of the pains encountered at the borders. such wars are no good to society, as strength is lost after investing in war. While soldiers suffer the most, their pains multiply when they reach their families and the world. The only solution to avoid wars is to live in peace and harmony. Dylan sets up vivid scene in this lyric, that of a hometown where everything starts and ends. And the protagonist of the character is John, who is a soldier and of whose profession his mother is very proud of. It begins with the soldier leaving his hometown to satisfy his mother's desire to see him in a uniform, to serve his country, to serve such a profession that causes utter honor and the ultimate prestige to him and to his whole family. So he is holding guns and wins a lot of medals at the end. But ignoring his mother was ignorant of the dangers that might cause him much harm that she can't even think of. So she sends her son to the military to ultimately destroy of his youth and just to get bright opportunities in life, right? So this is the summary of the poem. Now there are certain things that need to be discussed, because here it is certain word meanings are also there, like foreign shore. Foreign shore means what? Means foreign country. Green means what? Green means smile broadly. Good old means good old fashioned word that is written, a war that has lost its glamour and now is out of date. Brag means to speak in a boastful manner. Seized means stopped. Metal brace, a metal device to support a part of the body. Then stink means unpleasant smell, and roar means what? Loud sound, right? So these are the word meanings that you will get to know in the poem. So let us discuss the critical analysis now. As we know, John Brown is a lyric consisting of 51 lines broken into 12 quadruples and 3 single lines. The first stanza is an introduction to the war scene. It describes John Brown, a former civilian, dedicates his life for the safety of his nation. The title of the poem is named after the soldier, probably because of his life is a lesson to the people and wants them to realize this war has nothing good to do with us. The lyric describes essential feelings in and around the life of a soldier. People consider soldiers to be brave, prestigious and reputable members of the society. The families of the soldiers are enthusiastic to send their soldiers to war, which is no less than a blessing in guise of honor. Usually people are very optimistic about wars, which is why they don't understand the true conditions of war. A war to many seems like a team effort, which according to them only the result only the result and not the effort. But at the end of the lyric, the readers come to the conclusion that the medals are easy to win, but the losses of family and emotion are hard to overcome. When as we go by the poem, we know how John Brown will return at the end. So there are certain lines in the poem, each of them emphasizing the different situation during the war. Like it's written over there, like, oh, good old fashioned war. The first line, it tells that war, irrespective of time and people, always remain the same to claim victory over another, not realizing the obvious losses on the victorious side. The second line, oh Lord, not even recognize his face, describes terrible fate after surviving war. And third, "O Lord, just like mine," is the most important line of all those three lines. Like, it is the revelation of war. In the end, people realize that they fight against themselves, not against strangers. The stanza, "Oh, and I thought looked just like mine," is the message of the lyric. People go to war blinded by the fact that it is prestigious and it will offer a great opportunity to prove himself, but they forgot the wrath of war, that they go against their brothers. Wars are fought for the family and the nation. By waging wars, they fight against their own selves, thus losing the motive of war. So John Brown, when he was nicely dressed up, he was all set to leave for the battlefield. His mother was really happy and was being really boastful about his son's profession. And after he leaves, he just talks to everybody in the neighborhood and telling boastfully that she is very happy that her son finally leaves for the battlefield, and surely he will be offered with so many medals at last, and he will be given honor, respect, prestige, everything any persona who is in any of the professions can desire. Like, everything will be given to John Brown, and being a soldier's mom, she is very happy, and she has a grin on her face always while she speaks about her son. And after some times, after months pass by, she did not receive a single letter from her son, which causes utter distress to her senses. So she thought, what is happening to my son now? Why am I not getting the letters? But after a few months, she got a letter. But that was not written by John, but the letter consists news of John. So there was informed that he will be coming back very soon, and she was again very excited to meet her son at last when he will return from the battlefield. When John Brown will return, okay. So John Brown just came with one of his eyes shot completely. Okay, one of his limbs were not in proper order, and he had to take the help of a metal brace just to stand straight. So these are the consequences that he had to go through. He had to go through when he was there in the battlefield, and he just dropped the medals on her mother's hand, and that was the ending of the poem. That was really painful on part of the families, on part of the mothers who send their sons to the battlefield without knowing the consequences it actually offer to all of us. She was one of the representatives of the ignorant class who is very much idealized with the romantic idea attached to war, but she does not know it has much harm to do with my son. Even if it causes honor, even if it causes medals to my son's future, it will add something very glorious. But what is the purpose of war? What is the purpose of war? Is it doing any good to us? We haven't asked ourselves yet. John Brown, while he belongs to such a family where war has been idealized by his mother, by everybody around him, and he was sent to the war. He was one of the victims of the society. So he was being very much fascinated with the idea, he went for the war. But when he went there, when he actually faced the battlefield, he found he is nobody but a prey, just a prey of the circumstances. He is nobody but just a puppet. Okay, and when he was confronted with the enemy, the opponent party, he found he just looks exactly the same the way he looks. So there is no such difference between him and the person he is having a war against. So it is actually the eye opener of the whole poem, because it tells us we are actually fighting against ourselves. Okay, we just do not know who are they, but they are no more strangers to us. They are no more strangers to us. Rather they are like our brothers. So there is no point of having war between us. Better to go back, better to live in peace and harmony. So I'll ask you to read out the whole poem. The video is also available in my channel. You can go for the line by line explanation part. This was nothing but a revision. So okay, after going through this video class, I think you will be able to answer the questions given in the worksheet section. So thank you so much for listening to me. I'll come back with a new lesson soon, and best of luck for your examination. Thank you.